Breaking news.
Enzo Maresca linked with Etihad return as possible. Pep Guardiola successor. Speculation surrounding the future of Manchester City has intensified in recent weeks, with growing reports suggesting that Enzo Maresca could be preparing for a return to the Etihad Stadium as a long-term successor to Pep Guardiola. While no official announcement has been made, the possibility that Guardiola may choose not to extend his contract has triggered widespread discussion about who could inherit one of the most influential managerial positions in world football. At the centre of that conversation stands Maresca, a coach whose journey is deeply connected to Manchester City's modern identity. Pep Guardiola's legacy at Manchester City is already firmly established. Since taking charge, the Spanish tactician has overseen a golden era that reshaped not only the club, but also English football itself. City evolved into a team defined by technical excellence, tactical discipline, and relentless control of matches. Under Guardiola, the club collected Premier League titles, domestic cups, and European honours, all while setting new standards for consistency and dominance. More importantly, Guardiola created a footballing culture that runs from the first team down to the academy, making Manchester City a benchmark for elite performance. However, success at such an intense level often comes with physical and mental exhaustion. Guardiola has previously hinted that he does not intend to manage indefinitely, and history shows that he has a pattern of stepping away after long, demanding cycles. As his current contract edges closer to its end, discussions about succession have become unavoidable. Manchester City's hierarchy, known for careful planning and long-term vision, is believed to be considering internal continuity as a priority, an approach that naturally brings Enzo Maresca into focus. Maresca's connection to Manchester City goes far beyond casual association. During his time as part of Guardiola's coaching staff, he was immersed in the tactical and philosophical foundations that define the club. He worked closely with players and fellow coaches, gaining first-hand experience in implementing Guardiola's complex positional play, pressing structures, and build-up patterns. Those years were formative, allowing Maresca to understand not only how City play, but why they play that way. After leaving City, Maresca embarked on a path designed to prepare him for leadership at the highest level. Rather than remaining in the shadow of Guardiola, he sought opportunities to develop his own voice as a head coach. His managerial career has been marked by a commitment to attractive football, an emphasis on ball control, and a strong belief in tactical organisation. Observers frequently note that while his style reflects Guardiola's influence, Maresca has also demonstrated flexibility, adapting his ideas to suit the players at his disposal. What makes Maresca such an appealing option for Manchester City is the balance he offers between familiarity and evolution. He understands the expectations of the club, the pressure that comes with competing for every trophy, and the importance of maintaining a clear footballing identity. At the same time, he represents a new generation of coaches, ambitious, detail-oriented, and eager to innovate. For City, this combination could ensure continuity without stagnation. Stepping into Guardiola's role would be an enormous challenge. The standards at Manchester City are unforgiving, and any dip in performance would be scrutinised intensely. Guardiola's successor would not only be judged on results, but also on whether the team continues to dominate games and inspire confidence through its football. For Maresca, returning to the Etihad as head coach would mean proving that he can translate his knowledge and philosophy into sustained success at the very top. From the player's perspective, Maresca's potential appointment could offer stability. Many City players are already accustomed to Guardiola's methods, and a coach who shares similar principles could ease the transition. Young talents in particular might benefit from Maresca's reputation for development and trust in emerging players. This continuity could help preserve the club's competitive edge during a period of change. For the fans, the idea of Maresca succeeding Guardiola carries a symbolic appeal. It represents the continuation of a project rather than a sudden break from the past. Supporters have grown to identify Manchester City with a specific way of playing, and maintaining that identity is crucial to preserving the club's modern legacy. While any new manager would need time to stamp his authority, Maresca's history with the club could buy him patience and belief. Despite the mounting speculation, it is important to emphasize that the situation remains fluid. Pep Guardiola is still fully committed to his role, focused on maintaining Manchester City's dominance both domestically and in Europe. Enzo Maresca, meanwhile, continues to concentrate on his current responsibilities, avoiding public comment on rumours linking him to a return. Football history is filled with stories that seemed inevitable but never materialised, and this scenario is no different. Nevertheless, the discussions themselves highlight Manchester City's strategic mindset. Elite clubs do not wait for uncertainty to become crisis. They plan ahead. By identifying potential successors early, City demonstrate an understanding that even the most successful eras eventually come to an end. Preparing for that moment is not a sign of doubt in Guardiola, but rather respect for the legacy he has built. If the day arrives when Guardiola decides to step away, the transition will mark the end of an era and the beginning of another. In that moment, Enzo Maresca's name is likely to be at the forefront of consideration. A former student of Guardiola, shaped by the City system and driven by his own ambitions, Maresca represents both continuity and hope. Until official decisions are announced, this story will remain one of football's most intriguing narratives. It speaks to legacy, succession, and the delicate balance between honouring the past and embracing the future. Whether or not Enzo Maresca ultimately returns to the Etihad as head coach, his link to Manchester City underscores the lasting influence of Pep Guardiola and the careful planning that defines one of the world's most successful clubs.